Hey guys, Will here with Into Mobile. We are taking a look at the Nokia C7, the new Symbian 3 phone that's just launched this morning at Nokia World in London, UK, of course. This is the C7, so this is the other phone that has the Nokia clear black display, the CBD, that it's an AMOLED screen, so active matrix organic light emitting diode display that actually uses a polarizing filter layer to filter out glare and reflections that would kind of wash out the black levels. And if you take a look, check out the black levels on that display, really dark, and the colors really pop and really shine. Okay, so this is the C7, and the C7 is kind of like a little brother to the Nokia N8, which is that one right there. The main difference being, take a look, the C7 has this 8 megapixel camera right here with the two LED flashes, but notice it doesn't have a physical shutter and it doesn't have the Carl Zeiss optics versus the Nokia N8 has that physical shutter right there. You can see it's closed right now, and it's got the Carl Zeiss optics right there, the Tessar optics. So this is definitely a lower end camera, it's a lower end phone, but if you compare the two, the N8 and the C7, the C7 is much smaller, it's curvier, it's actually much thinner. If you take a look here and compare the two, the C7 is much thinner. You can see that right there, how much thinner it is by pulling it down at the end right there. And of course very curvy, and the backside there's no bulge versus the N8 has that bulge right there. But anyway, so taking a quick look, taking a quick look at the hardware, we've got the 3.5 inch headphone jack, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack up here. We've got the micro USB slot. Right there. We got the power button at top. We've also now on the sides we have the music control and the volume controls. Okay, so start, stop, music play, volume control up, down. We got the screen lock slider. Okay, notice that I just slid this down and it locks the screen. Okay, can't mess with the screen, or you slide down and mess with the screen. We have the physical camera shutter button right here. You hold that down to activate the camera, like so. I held that down for a few seconds, you get a little vibration and you activate the camera. We'll do that again later. And on this side you really have nothing, and it's kind of clean. The SIM card goes under there, of course. Now we have, of course, the 3 sliding panes. This is Symbian 3. We have the 3 sliding panes here. Notice it's a little slow to respond, the screen slides, but okay, on this pane we have these artist follow little apps here, made for fans. You can follow your favorite artists, watch videos of them. You could chat in a chat room about them with other people, not with the artist necessarily. Videos about them, photos about them. So this is a Lily Allen photo right there. Just tap that, you get a photo of Lily Allen. Okay, kind of cool, great. And let's go back to portrait. There we go. Go back over there. You got more. You could go to their Twitter, their news. Okay, you could get their Twitter feed, stuff like that. So that's cool. Now we have the call button here, end button there, and this middle button brings up the apps or it goes to your home. Notice when I was in that Lily Allen app, I just held it down and I went to the home screen, and it pulls up the apps. I could exit the app that way, or I just pull up the app tray and push it again to bring it down. Of course, pull up the app tray, hit applications, and you take it to all your applications, like so. And one cool thing is the really high refresh rate of the screen, the AMOLED screen. It's a clear black display, like I mentioned. Really makes the color stand out, but also the high refresh rate is really good for stuff like, say, scrolling on music. And when you scroll through this stuff, take a look here. Notice how smoothly, okay, that's scrolling smoothly because it's slow, right? But if I flick it, notice how smoothly it's flicking. It's at high speeds, it's really going fast, and that's because of the high refresh rate of the screen. Now going back, this is we're running multiple apps in the background. If I hold this button down, I'm actually taken to the app launcher. Okay, and I can switch between all the active, like the Lily Allen app, the camera app. The menu is open, I can close that. I can go to the music player and close that. And let's see, I want to go to camera. So I could start the camera with the shutter button, or I could just go to the camera app and start like that. Just to show you guys what the camera how it works. I'm going to shut it. Okay, good. It's not the Carl Zeiss and it's not the physical shutter, so you're going to get a degraded performance compared to the N8. But shot-to-shot time is okay. It's a little faster than the E7, I think, actually. But the E7 could have had earlier software that isn't polished off yet. You got your settings in here, all these different kinds of settings, right? Timer, exposure, scene mode. You can control your flash settings right there, like so. You can also switch between video really easily, just like that. Go back to photo mode, okay? And the cool thing is, when you take that picture, notice you can actually edit the picture right there on the camera, and you have all these options for editing, clip art, bubble text, effects, and stuff like that. So that's actually kind of cool. Or, of course, you could just delete the picture. So that's the camera app. Now, one other cool thing is the new updated web browser in Symbian 3. And I'm going to get to that by clicking that and going to web. And let's just take a look at a web page. I'm going to go into landscape because it's easier. Unfortunately, there is no QWERTY keyboard in portrait mode. You have to go into landscape mode to use QWERTY. There we go. That is my post from today. That's the hands-on for the Nokia E7, and as you can see, you could scroll around just like on. It looks just like you would see it on your desktop, of course, on the smaller screen. So I do have to scroll around like that. That's rendering very accurately, just as you would see on the desktop. So anyway, back to the home screen. Of course, you can side slide, and you can do this in portrait. And one of the cool things with this is that you do have these widgets right here, like these guys right here. You can go to BBC News and pull up the new BBC News and stuff like that. Or you can go to E and check out all kinds of cool content from the E News channel, entertainment of course. It just scrolls over like so. Okay, so that's a quick look at the Nokia C7, the second Symbian 3 phone to be announced today with the clear black display and the 8 megapixel camera.